If you're interested to have a more fulfilled, loving, and connected life, well, this book review is great for you because we're jumping into Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, coming up. If you're new here, my name is Dedeyan. Welcome to my channel, the one-stop shop for peak performance, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. So who is Jay Shetty? Jay Shetty was a previous monk, entrepreneur, speaker. His life mission is to make wisdom go viral. And maybe you've seen one of his videos on Facebook or on YouTube, and it's so evident during these videos that he has such a talent to take a complicated concept and make it so easy and digestible for the audience. And he does exactly the same thing within his book, and it does not disappoint. So let's dive into the 5 best ideas that I got out of this book. The first best idea of the book is breath work. In the beginning of his monk journey, Jay Shetty saw a 10-year-old monk teach a class of 5-year-old monks how to breathe. And he found that really interesting. After the class, he went to go see this young monk and said, "Why are you teaching them how to breathe?" This young monk looked at him and said, "Think about it. The moment you are born to the moment you die, the only constant you have within your life is your breath. When you're born, your breath starts. When you die, your breath leaves. Anything else within your life comes and goes. Your family, your friends, your loved one, anything comes and goes, but your breath is always there. Furthermore, when you feel extremely anxious, happy, sad, what changes the most is your breath. So if you learn how to deal with your breath and control your breath, you can control your emotions at such a high level." Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I read this part, my mind was blown. It's an easy concept to understand, but it's something that we don't even necessarily think about. So within this part, he goes and he starts explaining different categories or different ways to utilize your breath to your advantage. I'm going to explain 3 main ways if you want to essentially be more in control within your breath. The first one is a breath work for calming and relaxing. Now this one is taking a breath for 4 counts. So taking a breath in through your nose for 4 counts. And holding it for 4 counts. So holding the breath for 4 counts and then exhaling through your mouth for another 4 counts. Now, if you do this repetitively for 10 times, it's going to calm you down and it's going to relax you. So this is the first exercise. Second exercise is to increase your energy and your focus. This is you're taking a breath in through your nose for 4 counts once again, and you're breathing it out right away for less than a count, less than a second essentially. So it's you do this 10 times, the oxygen within your brain is going to increase, so your energy is going to go up and your focus is going to go as well. And the final one that he explains within the book is when you are asleep and you're trying to fall asleep, take a breath of 4 counts in and 4 counts out throughout your mouth, and do that repetitively until you fall asleep. So these are 3 specific exercises that you could do with your breath work that's going to help you out to be more focused, more energized, more calm, and relaxed. The second best idea of the book is manage your negative thoughts. Now, it's completely normal as a human being to have some negative thoughts. Where the problem lies is if you have more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. There was a recent study that shows that human beings have approximately 6,000 thoughts throughout your day. If most of it is negative, it's not only going to be in your thoughts, but it's going to be in your reality. It's going to manifest within your life, within who you are as an individual. That's why Jay Shetty explains there's a way to really spot it and stop being negative. Now, what he says, the concept is something that he calls spot, stop, and swap. So first of all, imagine I say, "Hey, I'm not good enough. I can't do this." First, what you have to do is spot that negative thought. Then you have to stop saying it. And finally, the third thing, you have to swap it. So instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you could say, "I'm not good at it yet," or "I'm acquiring the skills to be good at this particular task." Once you're able to do that, not only it's going to put you in a position of a positive mindset, but it's going to put you in a position to have that compound positivity on everything else within your life. So be acutely aware of the thoughts that you are manifesting and you are creating within your life. If you see there's some value within this video so far, don't instead at all to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification to find out when our weekly videos come out. So the word of the book is dejected, which means low in spirits, depressed. The team was dejected after their loss. The third best idea of the book is control your fear. Now, once again, fear is a normal emotion that people have, and it's perfectly okay. But where the problem lies is if the fear controls you and paralyzes you. Now, within the book, he mentions there's a couple of things that happen when fear happens. So the first one is you panic. The second one is you freeze. The third one is you run away from it. And finally, you bury it. Now, all of these normal things that happen when you are afraid are not good. You shouldn't allow that to happen. Now, the best way to control that is to detach yourself from that fear. As you're able to detach yourself from it, you have a better control. Let me give you an example over here, which is the example he gives within the book. If you say, I am afraid, or I am mad, I am angry, I am sad, I am depressed, then you are becoming that thing. It's not real. It's not you are angry, it's you feel angry. It's not you are depressed, it's you feel depressed. It's not that I am sad, it's I feel sad. If you're able to detach yourself and really see that, hey, this is just a feeling that is completely normal and it's going to pass, then you're able to control your fear. And then you won't run away from it, you won't repress it, you won't freeze or panic when it happens. You'll just be at peace and understand that this is going to happen, it's going to pass, but you're completely detached. You're not somebody that is linked up with that fear. The fourth best idea of the book is 4 types of trust. Now, this is my favorite idea of the book because it really made me understand that as people, we often expect too much of other individuals without actually categorizing them and understanding what is their purpose within our lives. So let's dive into the 4 types of trust. The first one is competence. So this is somebody that has a particular skill, a knowledge, or an expertise that can offer to you. The second one is care. So this person is really interested in your well-being and wants to care for you and just be there to support you, but not necessarily for your success. The third one is character. This is somebody that has that proper moral compass that you follow and you respect and you kind of get advisement from them with that aspect. And finally, the last one is consistency. So consistency is somebody that's always going to be there for you. They're going to be present and they're always going to be consistent supporting you on that end. Now, one thing, after he explains this, he mentions that oftentimes we expect our significant other to fill up all of these 4 types of trust, but it's not possible. It's almost impossible, to be quite honest. So you have to understand that at certain moments, certain people are going to be able to give you certain of these types at different moments of your life. What you have to do is understand every single person in your life has a purpose for your life and categorize them accordingly. So if you categorize somebody that is an expert, has a competence, and you want them to care for you and support you, you're like, wait a minute, you're asking the wrong thing from the wrong type of person. So you have to be aware to the people around you what to expect with each individual. The 5th best idea of the book is to serve. I love that he mentions this within the book, and he says the highest purpose in life is to serve. And if you think about it, everything around us is here to serve, such as nature. The sun comes out to keep us warm. The tree is here to give us oxygen. Water is here for us to quench our thirst. So we have to position ourselves in a position of service to others. Now, that being said, you have to be able to serve within your dharma. It's serve within what you can do and what you love doing. So if imagine you're a professional athlete and you are doing your thing and that's inspiring others and young generations to be the best in themselves, you are serving. If you're a mother and that's the way you're serving, that is amazing. If you're an entrepreneur and your service is to bring a product into the world that's going to save millions of people's lives and give opportunities, that's the way you're going to serve. So think about your dharma and always look at how can I serve others, because the most meaningful life is a life of service. So did I like this book? I liked it so much that initially I had started listening to this book in audio form and I thought that that's what it was going to be. But then going through it, I'm like, no, I have to buy the physical book because there's so many things that I needed to take notes and do an extensive book review on it in itself. So this book really hits home, gives you so many tricks and methodologies to really be a more mindful person and more successful person and connected with your inner being and your emotions. So if you want to pick it up, the Amazon link will be in the description below. Go ahead and get that. And the question of the day that I have is, what habit would you like to implement that monks have? For me, it would be waking up consistently at 4 a.m. and meditating. Things that I already do, but bring it to another level. So comment that down below. Would love to see what the community is going to say on that end. Furthermore, there's some other videos here that could interest you. The first one is on my book series review. Over here, you have my entrepreneurship series. Over here, you have my peak performance mindset, and you have my profile picture that you guys could click, subscribe, and join the family. I hope you guys have a blessed and grateful day.